Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. So a couple more achievements we can get real quick. If we turn ourselves into Mr. Mistlepix and switch our character over here to Batmite, since they're both beings from the... Let's see, where is Batmite? Somewhere over here. I hope I have him already. Oh, he might be this one. Batman, Beast Boy, Batman, Batgirl, yeah. So we can't do that one yet. There's one where we can take the Riddler into the Batcave, which we'll do that one later. And was there any others that we can do right now? We're scraping the bottom of the barrel, definitely, as far as achievements that are left. Knock out a friend on knock. So I have to punch one of my characters. Oh, Ace the Bat Hound and Crypto. Do we have Crypto? That's the other one. Crypto, Caleb. No, we must not have Crypto either. Okay, so we're missing the characters that we would need to get those last two ones. We did all the rage last time, we've got that. Now we need to do Need for Greed, which then only leaves Awkward Situation, and then Breaking the Ice, then the bonus level, same bat time, same bat channel. And we've got, at that point, we've done everything. Here's Need for Greed in the game, and just need to do the open world cleanup. So we're looking potentially at 4, 5, 6 more episodes, and then we'll have everything. We have certainly skyrocketed in unlockables. Alright, so Need for Greed 1 has 4 mini kits and 2 character tokens. Need for Greed Part 2 has 3 mini kits, the red power brick and the Adam West Imperil, and a character token. And then Need for Greed Part 3 just has 2 mini kits. We won't play as Mr. Mistlepix, we'll stay with Batman. Again, I must point out, it's so pointless to have all these mini-bits, because only a tiny percentage of people are ever going to bother to play as anybody but the main characters. They're simply there as collectibles they will never use.
The power battery should be housed in the temple over there.
I hope we're not walking. I hate walking.
So, with our score times 3,840, we immediately get 6 million whatevers, and notice that it turned green when I walked on that. That's interesting. So I wonder if it would change from being green if I had walked on it as some other. Well, that was the one we already got. So, at this point, there's no reason to really shoot to collect a bunch of collectibles. I think our time can be better spent to just have a slightly shorter experience. There's nothing that we see right now that would begin to say we need more coins. We're getting 14 million now, just without trying. If we start trying, we'll get up into the billions and billions. Let's see. switch over here to Robin, switch over here to Illumination. I will say, compared to the story mode, playing as in free-play mode, you do end up using Batman and Robin a little bit more. You could potentially play as Superman and do a lot of the things that I am doing with Batman, though. I'm just flying around and using the laser beam. Alright, so here's the thing that needs to be dug. What happens if we go over here to a White Lantern? Can he dig? Yeah, he just uses a white version of the jackhammer. I thought I was gonna break it, but instead we get a giant bee. Strange bee theme going on here. We have 3 of them in this game so far. No real reason for them to be in the game at all. Just skip over here. I guess there is something to be said about this sequence. Pretty cool. Right down here is the laser section. Another section. Is there anything over here? Yeah, we don't see shields coming up very often. They could have done something like that in the Lego Marvel Superheroes for one of the events. How do we start by just breaking it? I may have to work my way back here since we're not really following the way the game was supposed to be triggered. I'm supposed to pull this down first to make that bridge. Man, if I was standing just a little bit to the left, I would have crushed that completely. Crushed myself. Would have been pretty funny. Is it silver stuff? Is that what this is? This game is so bad about color. Just not being the color you expect. Is it over here? Do we need Solomon Grundy to save the day? And this is just back here? Guess we do need Solomon Grundy. We didn't even see it. I don't recall having any trouble doing this the first time. There must have been something that occurred that made that more obvious. So we've got a water gun now, and the water gun can destroy this, whereas everything else couldn't. Which is strange. I see the trick they were trying to do here. Shield goes down, good. Batman. What do you want?
Come on! Haven't you ever heard of fan service?
Yeah, bringing a fan items is not particularly what fan service typically means. But I guess giving a fan what they want might be one definition of fan service. There's one. The whole section down here. Let's hop down this section. Go back to our spacesuit. Laser beam this shield. Shield shape. A little explanation as to why the shield shape. Man, I'm not having the best luck with this thing. There we go. Switch to Brainiac, and we'll shrink this. Where is Brainiac now? Right there. Brainiac's a lot more difficult to find once you unlock all the other characters. Then we'll switch to White Lantern and do it here. Just a different color, same actions, I'm sure. Big old drill shows up and drills into the block. So if we see any more of those, which we should, we'll go ahead and try, I guess, every color lantern that we can. We'll try Red Lantern, Orange Lantern, anybody we can play as that would be one of those colors. So we get different colored. That comes out there. Looking for the collectible though. I'm also seeing a lot of pieces, which has a tendency to make we're gonna need a Robin with hazard suit to suck up all those pieces. Although there was that one. So let's switch over here. Robin hazard suit. Got it. Suck up pieces. If I'm gonna have to suck up pieces, that means I need to make a specific effort to break everything. Which is fine. Breaking things will just get me more. I'm just really don't feel the whole Lego piece concept on top of everything. It's possible, it's very likely even that Lego is always asking them to make Lego games more Lego-like. I have to switch to a different character just to get past this section. But just having random Lego pieces lying around and sucked up by a machine doesn't make it feel like any major improvement. So I have like 50 right now. That seems like quite a lot to have. 58 extra Lego pieces. Pull out the stairs. We'll break it. go pieces. I have like 73. That's a very high number. Very, very high number. This is the greed planet, so it kind of makes sense that we might greedily have more than 50. But it seems rather extreme to go to 75. We'll see what happens here. Ah, see, it wants 30. Instead of 25, they're playing with the number here. It wanted 30. That's a pretty good joke. Even the machines around here are greedy. So this Robin plane is flying around. What is it doing? Is it riding something in the sky?
That's amazing! I knew you'd come through for me.
Oh yeah, it did the Batman signal in the sky. Which I think is a reference to Mr. Missilepix has to write his name backwards to defeat Superman in some challenge. This seems so strange. I have 43 more and this thing doesn't want any more at all. Instead of being greedy, it's actually kind of not greedy. Well, I'm not really seeing any more collectibles in this area. Let's go to the next section. Let's fly down this way. It looks gold, but it's not being treated like it's gold. No, it's more orange, I guess, than gold. That's the one done. Are there pieces to collect here? Feels like there's a piece here to collect. Alright. So one of the characters I'd like to really try here is the Black Hand. Let's see. Let's see. Black Hand would be where? Under T or B? If it's B, it's gotta be somewhere. Here it is, Black Hand. Does he have the ability? Yes, he does. But he still kind of makes it very white-ish construct. Kind of ghostly whitish constructs, I would say. So we'll try like Belize, which Belize may not actually have the ability to make constructs. Because the Red Lanterns, only like a couple of them have figured out how to do it. Well, only one of them could do it, and then they wanted to drink the blood of that one of them to gain that power, and he fought him off. Here I am stuck in the stairs, okay. 43 is probably enough pieces in case we run into another one. Would be rather strange though that it would cross over into a second act. Yeah, it didn't. All those extra pieces are gone. So we have Adam West here screaming for help. We gotta figure out how to do this. We'll play as Bleeze. Let's see. Bleeze is here. Red. Construct, okay. So let's try a yellow lantern and a, let's see, orange lantern. If we have any orange lanterns, we may not even have any orange lanterns. Bleeze's blood ray does not count as a laser apparently. Does Black Manta have a yes, it does. Ooh, look at this. This is a difficult shape. That is a real difficult one to cut. I don't think I cut it all the way to the other side, so I have to go backwards now.
I'm Adam West, and I'm some kind of...
So we have Adam West. It says right here. This floor is not cooperating with me. I may have to fly just to get up here. Alright, time to switch to somebody else. Break this. So now we've got some pieces where we can build something. Hey, it's a ball suit. Going to break this. So that gets us started on that section. There's something up here. So it's glowing red like a red lantern, but let's see, we couldn't play as, I think, Atrocitus right now anyways, because he's too big. Let's see, do we have a orange lantern? The only orange lantern we could be is either an orange lantern construct or Larfleeze. I bet Larfleeze is right there. Here we go, Indigo Tribe Warrior. Can you build something?
Huh?
No. Apparently they can't. How about Indigo 1? Can you construct something? Yes, you can. So it's pulling the teeth of this character, and there's Adam West. He's stuck up there.
Thank you for saving me from that vicious ensnarement, fellow crime fighter.
There's Adam West saved. Where's our other things to collect? That laser doesn't work though, so let's see. Bane, Batman. We'll go back to Batman. Might as well stick with what we know. I'm kind of trying really hard to play as different characters, and there's still going to be a major, large amount of characters that we don't bother to ever play as. There is also a ton of characters that I don't recognize as somebody who spent at least a year trying to learn and read all of DC, and yet somehow there's still characters I don't recognize, which just kind of shows how vast and overcomplicated the DC universe and the Marvel universe in a lot of ways too is. There's just too many characters, and if you're gonna be realistic about it, you could cut this collection of characters down to probably less than 20, and those would be the real recognizable ones, the ones that are worth any mention at all. So as we look around here, I think we've collected everything. Let's see, we're still missing a character token. Let's make sure we try to get everything. I don't think we have the character token detector yet, which is a dangerous situation for sure, because it could end up with us missing things. What are we looking for? We did a purple one. We did. I wanted to try Atrocitus, make sure he can make construct. I guess he can, at least in this game. Let's see. We don't have Larfleeze right now. We don't have. Without Larfleeze, there's no orange, and there's a Sinestro that's somewhere around here. Purple, orange, green, red. Notice that Atrocitus has his cat Dexter show up there when in his idle animation. That is kind of the joke, is that this creature that's full of rage still really loves his cat, and the cat still really loves his owner. It's purple, orange, green, and then which one was left out? Yellow or red? There we go. Character token, where could you be? Let's destroy this. Character token is here. Hey, it's Plastic Man, good. So with that Plastic Man thing, that will hopefully get us the character token we're looking for. Well, at the very least, he got us the red brick, which we were totally missed. So the question now is, did we miss the character token? There's a Batman thing here, so I'll go ahead and switch to Batman and do this. Pulls this down on his head. Smash. Yeah, it just knocks you out of the way. So I'm building something. It's like an elephant statue? But I can't hop on that elephant. But there are some more switches here and here. So either the trick is I'm supposed to build more things, or I'm supposed to stand here and have my partner stand there. When we look up here, it doesn't seem like there's anything here. So let's go get our other guy. Wonder Woman over here. So I'll stand on this one, you take this one, we'll stand on that one. Something's not working right here. Do I need to switch to like a giant mode creature? It's a giant thing. So I've got to switch this to the giant thing too. And then that gives us Larfleeze as a character. Sadly we can't unlock Larfleeze right now. So that could have easily been this. Good thing I'm somewhat remembering what was where. Blue, orange, purple, red. So I need to switch to somebody with a defensive power, such as this guy. Blue. Boy, Alfred is struggling with it. Orange. Purple. So, does that mean they particularly avoid the yellow lantern of fear in both puzzles? I think they do. Not really surprising. I think most of the lanterns would particularly avoid the yellow lantern of fear if they could. This is the one though. This is the one that's just kind of a nightmare. How did I do it before? I came in here and then pushed B button, pulled it. But it really feels like you should be able to catch it from down. I get knocked back, we see a bunch of gold actual coins instead of Lego studs. These are actually Lego coins that aren't used that much in Lego designs. I think my pirate ship Lego set had a couple of them, but not a lot. Next act, here we come.
Okay, we'll distract Larfleeze while Hal steals a lantern.
His greed makes him pretty unstable.
Too much talking! Let's do this already!
Give me Green Lantern.
And you'll help us?
No, I just want Green Lantern. Also, empty your pockets.
There's nothing in my pockets.
Then, give me your clothes.
Eternally greedy Larfleeze. I kind of wish I knew more of Larfleeze's backstory. So we got a pile of silver and gold here. Well done, get that. So I think we'll get this one and then we're done. You have to be further away from the plan to grapple it. And then build something here. On the side, yes, it's a platform. So we push this up, push this up, push this up. And we have silver things to destroy. That destroys those things. And right in the middle. Here comes Larfleeze. We've got that, and we're looking for a character token now. We know that there is one around here somewhere. Fly behind these sections. See if we can find it. Strange that the built dial section as it is. Let's fly high up. See if maybe there's a character token this way. Don't see anything. Ooh, this may just end up with us not being able to get it. I've either missed it or I'm just not seeing it. We can hit save and continue here. Get rid of that machine. But that would never trigger anything. Flying behind everything. Just doesn't seem to exist. So let's go ahead and take out Larfleeze and see if that does anything more. This part can't be broken. Just like it's going to be there the whole time. So did that make some kind of character token I could get?
Are you touching my stuff over there? Stop touching my stuff!
So the sequence in the area looks slightly different here, but I don't feel like I can fly like around or behind this creature. Is there something up high? No, it doesn't seem like it. Let's try the Solomon Grundy thing. This is part of the fight here. Solomon Grundy do this again? Nope. So there's a bomb. Part 1. Back to fighting Larfleeze, I suppose. It doesn't look like there's anything here. We'll come back as Solomon Grundy. Trying to see if this thing will work again. Doesn't seem like it will. So we did Larfleeze again. So again we're flying around, looking. Just doesn't feel like there's anything you can do. And of course, if I had the character token indicator, it would probably point me right towards it. Are we trying to get him to smash something? So, is that the next part of the level? Do we take out the guy because of his ability? Can I get him to make a hammer again and smash? Is there something like over here or something? No, it doesn't really feel like it. Solomon Grundy doesn't work. So let's find the lantern. Star Sapphire. So yeah, that was just a fight. That's how you take the fight out. 3 more hits from on Larfleet. Again, Batman is flying everywhere. Either I've made a mistake or I just cannot find this character token. Just not seeing it. I don't see anything close. Let's finish the fight, I guess. One more hit.
I don't think this bargain is going to work. We'll leave.
No. You need to pay me for my time. I'll take Green Lantern as payment.
Oh, okay.
We'll be going.
Agreed.
I'm not used to people giving me what I want. Wait, I want more! Oh. What? No fair!
So that took a long time because we were wandering around trying to figure out where that final character token was. And because we didn't get all the character tokens, that means, unless we did somehow and I just missed counting, we won't get a gold brick unless we did get all of them. So this level late into the game is going to require us to come back. Now, that red brick in particular may be the character token detector, which would kind of help, wouldn't it? All these levels just give us the power batteries of the lanterns, which are pretty much just smaller versions of their main big batteries. So we have Orange Constructor Warrior and Larfleeze. Mini kit we got, True Hero we got, and one for beating the level I guess we got. And we're back to Batman and Robin. Just default characters after free play. So there is an achievement for having all the red bricks turned on when we unlock all of them. So eventually we will purchase and unlock and turn them all on. Let's see. Best of hats we'll buy. Character token detector we'll buy. Next one we'll get is fast build, collect ghost studs, bat in fight compilations. There's only, I think, 3 more there. So let's run back to the control room now and make an adjustment so we can find that character token and hop in there again. So we're gonna end up fixing our own mistake. We have Larfleeze unpurchased and Orange Construct Warrior purchased. And if we look here, you're seeing very small number of locks left. And some of them are just different suits for some of the characters. So press this. We have 16 more character tokens to find, 3 more things. Character token is now on. Festive hats, we'll turn it on. Sure, why not? Festive hats are just, look at that tiny little Santa Claus hat he's wearing. Back. Now we go back to where we were, which is not awkward situation. Blue home, jailhouse knock, need for greed, free play. So yes, I was wasting my time because the character token was in the first act. Alright. We'll play as Larfleeze. For a moment at least. Go ahead and skip that. So, here's what an orange construct looks like. Exact same construct, just a different color. So we built something with every color. Now, and I do believe what do we have to do? Do we have to shoot him with the laser beam? So I'm not sure what the blue indicator is. It's probably just a quest ability. So this is strange. It's shooting back at me, but it's also glowing red. There we go. And the blue is just Batmite over there trying to give me a quest again. So we don't need to deal with that. Notice that the enemies have the festive hats too. I think they call them festive hats, and this may be just a wild guess on my part, because they were kind of introduced during the winter season for Lego Harry Potter, and I'm not sure there was a full confidence in just calling them Christmas hats. I personally would call them Christmas hats. Nobody else wears white frilled hats that are red in the winter. Besides people celebrating Christmas. So Kilowog, I thought was, I guess he may have been an orange lantern at one point and turned to a red lantern? I don't know. Sadly, even though we have some other levels we could have spent the effort to do, Need for Greed has taken up pretty much an entire episode's level, so we would have needed. What is the next one that we should do? Not Space Station, Infestation. Europe Against It, maybe? We haven't collected everything there. Have we done everything in the Big Grapple? Yes. Have we done everything in the Lantern Menace? Yes. So yes, You're Up Against It is the next one we should do. And that's the next one we will do in the next recording. That's going to be it for this recording though. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. We're at 88.1% done. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.